Congratulations on receiving your Spectra Smart Cooler. Follow these steps to unpackage and set up the hardware for your machine. This video is relevant for all Spectra machines. You'll need a box cutter or blade as well as a Phillips screwdriver. You'll also need another person to help you move the machine off the shipping pallet. Remember, do not open the door until the machine is off the pallet so it does not tip over. Begin by removing the shrink wrap and cutting off the straps. Then cut off the corner protectors. Next, remove the lid and the remaining cardboard surrounding the machine. Remove the plastic bag. Now use a Phillips screwdriver to remove the silver leg brace holding each of the 4 legs. Next, remove 3 silver corner protectors. You will need another person to move the smart cooler off the shipping pallet until there is enough room to have the legs touch the ground. With the back 2 legs touching the ground, you can tilt the machine up and remove the pallet from under the legs in the air. The keys for your Spectra cooler will be on the back of the machine up here or attached to the power cord. The power cord should be taped to the side of the machine. Next, find the network antenna in the top of the machine. Take it out and place it on the top of the cabinet for better signal. If you will be hardwiring the internet into the machine, you will connect the Cat5 cable here. Then you need to disconnect these red wires inside the control area on the front of the machine. Access the control area by removing 2 Phillips screws. After you lift up, lock the top in place. Then remove these red connectors. When done, remove the lock. Press the hinges and close the top. Then put the screws back in. Follow these steps to install the handle on your Spectra cooler. You will need your machine's handle and the 4 screws that were packaged with the handle. These pieces are wrapped inside the machine. You will also need a non-powered Phillips screwdriver. We will now demonstrate the handle installation on the Spectra Pro. Begin by unlocking the cooler door with the key. Open the door. Peel off 4 plugs, 2 up here and 2 down here below the latch. Keep these covers for later. Find the power cable on the handle and connect it to the power cable on the front of the door. If the machine is powered on, you should see the handle illuminate. Gently place the cable back into the housing. Hold the handle in place while opening the door. Use the 4 screws and Phillips screwdriver to mount the handle in place. Place the screws inside the door. Don't fully tighten the screws until all the screws are in place. Then place the black covers back on. Follow these steps if you're installing a handle on a Spectra Launch Smart Cooler. You will need your machine's handle and the screws that were packaged with the handle. You will also need a non-powered Phillips screwdriver. Place the handle on the front of the machine here. Start inserting the 4 screws by hand. Begin all the screws gently by hand before tightening. Make sure the handle is facing straight out. Only use a hand screwdriver to tighten the screws to secure the handle in place. Follow these steps if you're installing a handle on the Spectra Core Smart Cooler. You will need your machine's handle and the 4 screws that were packaged with the handle. You'll also need a non-powered Phillips screwdriver. Place the handle on the front of the door pointing toward the inside of the machine. Place the handle on the front of the door pointing back towards the glass. Start inserting the 4 screws by hand. Begin all the screws gently by hand before tightening. Make sure the handle is facing straight out. Only use a hand screwdriver to tighten the screws to secure the handle in place. After you log into the VMS platform, go next to the Product section. Over here on the left, we'll click on Products, and here you can see the products that are available for you to sell. Now go down to Planogram. Your machine will come with a generic standard planogram for you to use on your machines. Go over to the Details section to see what products are in the planogram. You can edit the products in the planogram here. Click here to add products to the planogram. You can select and search with a name or with a barcode number for the products you want to add. See what's already in the planogram. Add a new item to the planogram. Adjust the price over here for the new product you're adding to the planogram. Make sure to hit OK to save. The items in the planogram deployed at your machine are the products that you can sell. You'll note here the planogram can accommodate up to 60 products. Only keep products in your planogram that you want to sell in your machine. Remove any unnecessary items. Make sure you deploy your planogram once you are done making changes. Deploying a planogram will replace the current planogram that is in the machine. Make sure that you remove products from the cooler that are not going to be deployed to the machine. You will only be able to sell the items that are in the planogram deployed at the machine. Click here to create a new planogram from a blank canvas. Create the new template name, and then add products. You can select and search with the name or with a barcode. You can also import a planogram that may have been exported. You can also export multiple planograms right here. Make sure you have the OPS app downloaded from your App Store. After you log in, go to the Devices tab at the bottom. Here you can manage your planogram and the products you're selling in your machine. Select the machine you want to update. Updates here will only apply to the specific machine you selected. If you want to make updates to a planogram that is on multiple machines, you should use the VMS platform where you can deploy to multiple machines at once. Scroll down to On-Shelf Items to see what items are in the generic planogram that this machine came with. From here, you can add new products you want to sell on your machine. You can add inventory quantities and update pricing. This red button that says Off Shelf is available to use if you want to remove items from the shelf. These items are on shelf until removed. Only keep products on shelf that you want to sell in your machine. Remove any unnecessary items. Make sure that you remove products from the cooler that are not going to be on shelf. You will only be able to sell the items that are on shelf for the specific machine you selected earlier. Changes that you make here will only apply to this specific machine. Add an item from the library by searching by name or barcode. You can adjust the price before confirming. Now you can sell this product from the machine. Before adding a product to your My Products section, make sure the product doesn't already exist in the platform catalog database. The product may already exist for you to add to the planogram. Use this search function to look for your product. If your new item does not exist in the platform catalog or your My Products section, then select Create New Product. Follow these steps to add a new product to the library. Log into the OPS app and go to the Products page. Before adding a product to your My Products section, make sure the product doesn't already exist in the platform catalog database. The product may already exist for you to add to the planogram. Use this search function to look for your product. If your new item does not exist in the platform catalog or your My Products section, then select Create New Product. Scan the new product's barcode. Fill out the product information here. The next step is pricing. Enter the price you want to sell the item for and the amount you paid for it. Next, you will take pictures so the AI can identify the product. Review the information and then create the product. Next, you will need to model the product at the machine. The app will walk you through taking the product in and out of the cooler, which will train the AI. For best results, make sure the cooler is empty. Click Start Product Modeling if you are at the cooler ready to train the AI. For data collection, you will need the following. One machine powered on and connected. This needs to be a Spectra machine, but it doesn't have to be the one that you will be placing the product in to sell. You will need 2 of the same product. The complete data collection process should take 5 to 10 minutes. You will need a stable network connection and the machine to stay powered on until the data collection is complete. Next, you need to enter the machine's serial number so the system knows what machine you are using. An easy way to do this at the machine is to enter the service menu by tapping on the upper left-hand corner of the screen 7 to 10 times until the screen appears for you to enter the password 3944. On the basic info screen, you can scan the machine QR code so the system knows what cooler you are using. Next, tap Start Checking. The system will check the network and open the door to the cooler. Follow the instructions on the OPS app. When you're ready, tap Start Data Collection. Begin by holding one product and removing it in and out from the shelf at 3 different points on each shelf. Make sure to remove the product from inside the selection within the allotted time for data collection. Once the data collection in Phase 1 is complete, tap Continue to Phase 2. Begin single-hand multi-item data collection. Repeat the steps from Phase 1 except you will need 2 individual products to model. Once the data collection in Phase 2 is complete, you can close the door. Allow 24 to 48 hours for the system to review the new product data. Once the product data is in the system, you can add it to your machine in the OPS or the planogram in the VMS. Follow these steps to restock your Spectra Smart Cooler using the OPS app. Make sure you have the OPS app downloaded from your App Store. Log in and tap the Restock button on the bottom. At the top of the page, you can see your restocking metrics. Scroll down to find the machine you want to restock. When you are physically at the machine you want to restock, press the Restock button. You can use the manual restock mode. If you are at the machine, you can press the Unlock and Open Door button at the bottom. The door is now unlocked. If you don't open the door before it times out, usually about 20 seconds, you will need to unlock the door again. Find the product you would like to restock and tell the system how many of each item you will be adding to the machine. Now place the products in the physical machine. In this example, we are adding Pepsi and Dr. Pepper to our Spectra Smart Cooler. When you are done, press Continue at the bottom. Take a photo of the machine products. Press Save and Complete when done. The Inventory Audit section helps you confirm the amount of product you have in your smart cooler. Here, you can unlock the machine to count the actual amount in each selection, update and correct quantities, check product expiration dates, and report any damaged items. Here, we can type in the correct quantities seen in the machine. Then submit audit and reason for discrepancies. Close the cooler when the audit is complete. The Inventory Records section here shows historical records for your machine. Follow these steps to set up your tax jurisdiction and view tax sales. Down here, select Tax Jurisdiction, then click Add Tax Jurisdiction at the top of this page. Complete the tax jurisdiction name, jurisdiction type, parent jurisdiction, active status, and tax rate information. Be sure to save when complete. On the right, you can edit and copy tax jurisdictions that have already been created. Here we have the sales tax set to 6%. Over on the Machines page, you can implement the tax jurisdiction you created for your machine by clicking Edit. Be sure to save when complete. The Tax Sales page is where you can view the amount of tax sales over your selected period of time. When reviewing orders, also known as transactions, you'll need to select a time frame of data to pull. On the right will be a view link where you can access the order details page. On this page, you can find out more information about the order and video footage of the transaction. Pending exception orders are when the AI system is questioning the transaction. It's important you handle pending exceptions promptly to avoid losing money or products. For example, it's possible that the product removed from the cooler was not in the on-sale planogram and thus not recognized by the system. Or maybe the cameras were blocked or obstructed during the transaction. View the video for the order. Determine what was taken from the cooler and then add products to charge the customer and click Submit. It's important to address these order exceptions immediately after logging in.